Hello, greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you are in the four corners of the globe. Welcome back to Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. Like I always said, we're located in the little smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, and our studios right here in the West Coast region side of Gambia, Farato. Welcome to another edition of favorite sport program on TV called Sports 360 Light. My name is Bakari Mane, fondly called Big Sam, the host of the program. And today, for the first time, I welcome another little bro of mine. Quite proud and happy about he's here, and I'm also so glad that he's here. And this is no other than Lamin Mane. Same Nyachos. We are two Nyachos today. Lamin Mane works with Vision TV and also is a sports journalist. Lamin, welcome to Sport 360 Live for the first time. Huh?
Welcome, Sam. Uh, Thank you so very much, Sam, for having me in your this wonderful program, and it is really appreciative to join you here today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Before we ask a norm, before we get into the program, you might have family, friends, out there to say hi to them and our guys on TV, and especially the crew at West Coast Region Zonal Championship Media Team. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so very much. As you just alluded, we're saying thank you to all viewers out there, much especially my people in Sabah Sanjal district. Those are the ones that I'm representing as far as I'm their media officer. And shout out to all those that are watching right now, and to anyone who, in one way or the other, helps me to grow until I reach this height, Sam.
Thank you very much, Lamin Mane. Yes, like he rightly said, from Sabah Sanjal district, that is in North Bank region. R. Nobody bunkola world. The only problem is I'm from Kiang. Is, you see, we are not just, but still, I am the one on top. All right, Lamin, moving on. A little bit, as it's the first time to be on this platform, Sport 360. Tell us a little bit about Lamin. Just a little.
Yeah,
But some of them will follow because even one of my presenters said he was following you on Vision TV. So
you're
tell
right.
them a little
You're
bit
right.
about it.
Yeah, this is a boy who is a native of Ngain Sanjal. Is where I was born, raised, and school. I'm a product of Ngain Sanjal Senior Secondary School. I did my schooling from lower, upper, and senior secondary school. And also, during my schooling, I had a passion about journalism, and it's where everything started. I was part of the press club of the school. Unfortunately, at that time, I was someone who was fluent in both Mandinka, Wolof, and normally we were used to be given an assignment to go and listen to GRTS. Whenever we listen to the news, we write the news for ourselves and come and report every Monday during assembly.
Okay.
So it was issue on my side because I do listen to both the three, all the three versions in Mandinka, English, and Wolof, so that I'll be able to have the perfect news. So it's where everything started until I can remember one of my teacher used to call me Karabulai Conte of GRTS.
Oh, Karabulai.
Yeah, because
shout out to Karabulai.
because I imitated his voice, and
Okay.
to an extent that anytime I give report, people will associate me to Karabulai Conte. And later is where the journey began. I decided to venture into uh, the media. It's where I started working with a radio station,
So
which
that was on a spot, or it was a mainstream media.
it was a radio station. I specialize on
Okay.
sports.
Okay.
Because it is an area that I loved because I once played football until
Okay.
third division level.
Okay.
But due to my engagement, I was not able to continue being an active player.
Okay.
But I decided to still be in the sporting fraternity, that is into sport journalism. Before going for sport journalism, that is going to Majak,
Okay.
I was someone who was lucky to because Keba Kamara
Okay.
is someone that I'm
Kebs.
I'm
Okay.
proud of.
Okay.
I would always be grateful to because he's the one who took me to Fider One FM. He
Okay.
took me to Fider One.
Encourage you.
I was there with Parliament Fati.
Oh,
Pal Amin Fati.
Papati, yeah, he was
Yes,
here
I was
last
there
time,
with
yeah.
Pal Amin Fati. He
Okay.
took us to Friday 1 FM. We started Friday 1 FM,
Oh,
and it was so hectic anyway. There I was given sport news in English,
in
and
English.
the same time I was given news in local news Wolof,
Oh,
in
okay.
Wolof, local news in Wolof.
Okay.
Then things didn't went well there.
Yeah,
I decided to party with them,
okay.
and there I was not working. A call just came in,
Okay.
and it was from there is another FM around Yundum, Old Yundum.
Yeah, I can remember.
I I forget the name
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. I remember it was on the highway.
On the highway.
Yes, yes, I remember. I
Yeah,
remember.
I got a call from there,
Okay.
and they also gave me the responsibility carrying out their local news in Wolof,
Oh,
which I was doing there. And later also I joined a brother, Aliu Fall. I
okay.
was having part time at home digital
Home
FM
video. Okay.
in
As
sports.
sports,
Yes,
exactly.
he was someone who also guided me very well there, Sam. Then from there, people advised me. All this radio station that I went through,
Okay.
I was not educated into journalism.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in all this radio station that I
It's
passed
like
through,
the school stuff
absolutely,
was with you.
absolutely,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Then that was the time I was given the advice, and one of the people that I spoke with and encouraged me to go in for journalism, that is to study it as a field,
Okay.
uh, is a late colleague,
Oh.
Aliu Cisse, a very close KB Shonko.
Oh.
May he should
May he still
continue to
rest in
rest in
peace. May
eternal
Allah
peace.
reward him, Jannah.
Yeah, he is someone who encouraged me into journalism.
Okay.
That was the time I built the connection with KB Shonko.
Okay.
And KB also did a great part in helping me to also start pursuing my course at Majak.
Okay.
In Majak also, I only did certificate. I did certificate. I wanted to go for my diploma and advanced diploma, but remember, I am a teacher also
I was coming to that. Yes.
by
By
profession.
profession, exactly.
Yeah, and I did my PT. Then from there, I did my HTC, and currently I'm pursuing my degree at International Open University, where I am majoring English language. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the sum of
Of
about me.
no, I think when you ask journalists, one they will give you everything. In fact, Lamin went to answer three of my questions in a row in one. Well, I'm so happy that the inspiration is in there.
Yeah.
His job, as he rightly mentioned, a professional, is a teacher, and also how this. So once again, we thank everybody for who have been there for Lamin. Likewise, me and any other body. If you have a chance, please give it to people. Give them open doors so that we all are there for a while. Some people are coming. So if you don't open the door when you are out, who is coming? Better to open the door for somebody that's coming up. Thank you so much. And those that pass through also, thank you for being there. Um, let's now talk about football, especially because I hosted many people here from the regional, from the regions. I think I start with CRR to LRR, going to URR, and then here I have NBR. Yes, let's talk about Sabah Sanjal District tournament, how it starts. Not the recent one, we'll talk about the recent one. But tell us a little bit about Sabah Sanjal, especially when it comes to district tournament. I think you are the IPRO, right? Yes, the media officer.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sam. I assumed the role of the IPRO and 3 years back. You will realize what led to me getting that role. Initially, I was just making publication freely without even getting the role of the IPRO.
Okay.
That is the time the chairman realized that I was doing a good job. He decided to talk to me, uh, asking if I would be able to take up that responsibility of being their media officer, which I also accepted because this is what I believe. In any way you can give back to your community, you should always be proud to do it. And this is why I took up the responsibility. And up to date, I am also serving as their media officer. You look at Sabah Sanjal, it's a district in the North Bank region, and it is having two words, that is Sabah and Sanjal. You will realize that it is a community also that really loves football. and having a community or a committee, a sport committee also that is so committed in promoting and developing grassroots football. Because since I joined the committee, I always see progress because you will realize that just looking at last year as an example, you will realize 11 teams participated in the Neretan, and the person who sponsored the tournament was able to give a cash prize of was able to give
So that is both
a
Sabah
total,
and Sai.
yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
was able to give an amount of $80,000 that was given to the committee, and the committee decided to take $45,000 and give it to the champions and $30 to the runner up. So
30,000.
30,000 to the runner up. You will realize there is a big improvement when it comes to the number of teams that registered this year. And I think all that thing boils down to the trust that the people of Sabah Sanjal have on the committee. Because without the trust, if at all last year's competition didn't pan out well, the number of teams would have not increased. And thank God this year we are able to have 16 teams that participate instead of the 11 teams that registered last year. So that is a big increasement, and we could have even had more than 16 because other teams wanted to register, but also we gave them a deadline for any team that want to register. So at times it's important, if you give deadline to people, you also try to make sure that any team that fails to meet the deadline is not given another opportunity. You realize that sticking to that next year or other years to come, if you map out a deadline, they will make sure by all means they fulfill that particular deadline. So this year we have 16 teams, and the guy in sponsor of this year's tournament is the chief of staff.
Chief of Staff, that is
Mod
Mod
cases.
cases.
Yeah.
So I mean, you improve from 11 to 16. That means
16.
5 extra teams.
Yeah.
Well, that's can you a little bit map out those stages with?
Yeah, you look at Sabah Sanjal is 18 kilometers away from Farafenye.
Okay.
Is in the North Bank region. From Farafenye, you will pass certain villages, but the villages on the highway, you will pass Kunjo,
Okay.
and Kunjo, Sabah. After Sabah, you will also pass a village called Dibakunda. But there are other villages that are not on the highway.
They are
but,
inside.
they are inside.
Okay.
So you will realize when we talk about Kataba also, where the special advisor Momur Saba is originally from.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You will realize also from there, from Dibakunda, you also have other villages that are not on the highway. Then from Dibakunda, among the villages that are on the highway, you will have Gain Sanjal.
Okay.
Is where the chief of staff is originally from.
Okay.
Then the moment you Gain Sanjal is where Sabah Sanjal ends.
Ends.
Up to Polodi, but Polodi is off the road.
It's off
On
the
the
road.
highway is Gain Sanjal, but off the road is Polodi.
Polodi,
Then you will also have other villages that are off the road. You go up to Bambali. All those areas are part of Sabah Sanjal.
Sabah Sanjal. So in this district, how do you the teams registered? Is it by villages or by? Or it's in one district, so is the villages that come up with teams, and how does it do?
It is the villages that come with teams. Each village is represented. Much especially villages that want to take part, they are represented. And what we normally do is we open registration and give a deadline to all the teams. But this year it was special because before opening registration, we call for a meeting, general meeting, where we review the last year tournament to see where we did well and where we had, shortcomings which we will be able to work on in this tournament. That is where we started, and from there, registration was open to all the villages that are within the district. We have about 56 villages within the district. But you look at some of the villages also, their size will be very difficult for them to come with a team. And you look at this bagway syndrome also affect most of the villages within that area. So, and also the rural urban migration also. Some of the teams, if they are not financially strong, they have their boys in the combos here, transporting them to the provinces. If you are not financially strong, you will not be able to do it. Even though if you are able to bring them to represent your village, but financially, if you are not strong, that will be very difficult. That can be also another factor that is affecting some of the villages.
Okay, but in the case, because I saw in
and this year's registration, teams register each $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah.
But let's talk about where did the chief, before I talk about that, why did the chief of staff comes in? In some, we see the sponsoring everything, but how did it comes in for
Yeah,
this year?
the chief of staff, we just received an information from him that he would like to also sponsor a tournament that is helping the promoting grassroots football within the district, and this came because he is someone who is always into supporting the young ones, and that is why he also wanted to chip in by giving a helping hand in supporting the tournament. Initially, he wanted to give $75,000 to the committee, but later has to adjust it to $1,000. And people might also be wondering, after the chief of staff giving such an amount of money, why still we levying on teams to register
That's
with
why I
five
was
thousand
coming
dollars?
to.
All right,
Okay.
we need to also understand one thing. Maybe those that are watching to know this. Sabah Sanjal Football Organizing Committee is entrusted with two teams, both male and female. They are playing in the third division of the
So,
North Bank region, and it is the committee that is the sole sponsor to these particular teams. So financially, we do have financial challenges anyway.
okay.
That is why we also deem it necessary for teams to come with this amount of money, so that at least we'll be able to have something that we will be able to our teams, because sustainability is very important in
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, without that sustainability, we will end up selling the team, and that will not help the this.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
like when you talk about I'm a sports committee, they will tell you we have only sport committee in the Gambia. We have a first division, we are going to know it, and we have basketball, we have volleyball, we have athletics. So I think basically, like you said, that definitely. But is there instant whereby villages that don't have that much team twin with other villages around them? Do you normally see that? Because I saw them that in Kiang East, where we have about small Toranka, these Toranka
Yeah,
villages
yeah.
coming together to form a big team. Do you normally have that in?
Yeah, we normally have the same thing, because I can remember this year, Kirbamba, there is a village called Kirbamba, and there's another village called Njabo. You will realize that they come together to form a team, and they name it Kirbamba Njabo FC. So we also see other villages that are not able to have teams, having individual players joining other villages, to support them. And also we give each of the villages that want to take part into our district competition to be registering for outside players.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for
Open
outside
for
players.
outside players.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before we go, give us everything that we need to know about the 2025 Sabah Sanjal sponsored Mode Cases, Chief of Staff, Office of the President. Give us everything we need to know.
Yeah, it is a very interesting tournament in Sabah Sanjal, because you look at last year, Gain Sanjal, they were the champions after finishing the group stage poorly. They just did as Portugal,
Yeah.
qualified as best losers, but end up being champions.
Wow.
The reason why they were champion, they even qualify from the best losers position. But this year, there is a twist, there is a change. Because if you look at this year's tournament, there is no where you will have a best losers position, because we have 16 teams. From the group stage, we're going straight to the quarterfinals, where we will have 8 teams remaining. So already we are done with the first round of the competition. The first round is done, and the second round started this week, whereby we also saw interesting fixtures played. So to quickly look at the table standing for the first round, in Group A we have there Kunjata, Kir Bamba Njabo FC. We have Ngain United and Dibakunda. The table standing, Kunjata is leading with 3 points. Kiribamba and Ngain United, they level 1 point, and Dibakunda were not able to get a point. You look at Group B, Atom Test, a team that joined newly. This is a special team, because this is a team where an individual even paid for the registration. What happened is, those villages that already have their teams, they are leftovers. this guy normally go around to collect those ones and from his own team.
Wow.
And then,
Yeah, the
and
one that they drop, you go for them.
yeah, and
These are the people that will fight to their death.
and you look at it, look at they are the one that are currently leading their group because they won their first match, and even today they're going for their second match.
Oh,
Already they are on 3 points.
okay.
They are Atom Test FC. We are Palen Fula Sarakunda. They level on point, 1 point. We have also Palen Wolof, 0 point. Group C, we have Sinchu Palen, Kumbija, of Yalalba and All Hands. They are also Sinchu Palen. They collected maxi point there with 3 points. You look at Kunjata and Yalalba 1 points, and All Hands 0 point. And All Hands they were beaten mercilessly because I was even unfortunate to attend that game
Attend that
because
game,
I'm part
okay.
of their team.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were beaten mercilessly because they lost 4-0
oh my.
in their first
Oh
match.
my. They were hammered.
They were hammered absolutely. So the last group D, we have there Numukunda, Mbapu FC. We have Giant Sanjal and Kunjata. We have Ngain Sanjal and Giant Sanjal. They are different.
Okay, James Sanjal
yeah.
and Giant
Giant
Sanjal.
Sanjal. This one is
Okay.
Giant Sanjal.
Okay.
Numukunda, they won their first match. They are on 3 points. And you look at Mbapu, Giant, they are on 1 point. So these are the stable standings as far as the first round is concerned. We just started the second round. And the second round, the first game of the second round was against Sanjal United versus Ibakunda, and it ended 0. It ended 0. That is it.
Before we pass that, since it's a community football, I would want to give you an opportunity again to uh, tell uh, viewers, especially those in that area, their own language, maybe Wolof, I think Wolof, around there, or
Yeah.
Mandinka,
Yeah.
just a little bit on the tournament for them to know that this is the tournament is on, and then this is where we are. Just a little bit. Then before we move away from that,
Yeah.
maybe Wolof. I think Wolof is more spoken around there. Oh,
Yeah, both Wolof and Manning.
and Mandinka. Oh yeah, but you have the chance to talk to
yeah.
them. Yeah, as the IPRO, talk to
Yeah.
them straight away on the. Yeah.
All right. Jërëjëf nuyu naa leen yéen ñëpp ku nekk turam ak santam tey nag ñu ngi leen nekkal fu nga xamante ni moo nekk Atlantic TV seen mbokk la Lamin Mané ñu gën koo xamee si Al Amin Justice nekk koo xamante ni moo nekk media officer Sabah Sanjal football organizing committee tey nag maa ngi leen nekkal fu nga xamante ni moo nekk Atlantic TV pour waxtaan lu nga xamante ni moo jëm si football Sabah Sanjal comme nuñ leen ko faral di leen ko joxee rek Sabah Sanjal nekk na tund boo xamante ni mu ngi si North Bank region nekk na béréb boo xamante ni ñaari woot moo fa nekk Sabah la ak Sanjal so nekk na competition boo xamante ni dëkk yi nga xam ne ñoo nekk Sabah Sanjal ñoo dee ñëw bokka ren nag fukki team ak juróom-benn lañ am ñoo xamante ni ñoo nekk di bokka si lu nga xamante ni moo nekk competition bi and tournament ni ren bi ku nga xamante ni moo ko sponsor mooy doomi Sabah Sanjal ñu gën koo xamee si honorable Mor K Cissé chief of staff office of the president moo sponsor lu nga xamante ni moo nekk tournament bi am nañ fukki team ak juróom-benn ñu nga xamante ni ñoo nekk di xëccoo si tournament ni ren bii nii tournament bi nekk na tournament boo xamante ni first round bi jeex na jamono ji door neen lu nga xamante ni moo nekk second round bi and xam naa ne ñu nga xamante ni ñoo nekk di xoolaan jamono ji ñu nga xam ne ñoo nekk Sabah Sanjal xam nañ ne tournament bi nekk na tournament boo xamante ni tournament bi neex na mu ngi jaar yoon gisuñ amul benn bis boo xamante ni ñu ngi jànkuwante jafe-jafe si tournament bi so ñu ngi siy gërëm fans yi di leen gën a ñaax tamit ñu nekk ñoo xamante ni ñu ànd ak dal ànd si ak yar pour gis na tournament bi dina jeex si jaama ak salaam thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that's a very good one. Huh? Dañ bokk ci so ku bokk ci gétta gi naan ci meew bi.
Wow.
Okay. Moving on because we don't have much time left. Generally, you watch most of balls in the Nawetan zones in Brikama, etc. And also the state of the Gambian as well.
Thank you so very much. This is something that I know anyone who normally follows my personal page, that is Lamin Mane journalist, and
Okay.
also those that follow Vision TV normally see my write-ups when it comes to Gambian football. Because you look at sports, what especially, let us be specific in football, it is something that cannot register progress if there is no playing ground. Grounds need to be infrastructure development needs to be something that those people responsible need to work on. You look at the Gambia. One thing is disturbing us. Uh, the pitches that we have, you will realize that those pitches is where we will play our first division matches, is where we will play our second division matches, is where we will play our third division matches, and the same time is where we will play our Neverton matches. And you look at these grounds, they cannot contain all these competitions. And last time I heard the president of Serakunda was complaining about it. He is on point. It's not easy at all. Sometimes the federation also need to take up the responsibility. If I could remember, since 1983, the Gambia had their independent stadium. And this is the only independent stadium that the Gambia is having. And up to date, is not fit for purpose. And you realize Gambia, all the games that we do have when it comes to the international break, when it comes to qualifiers, we do play them outside. We don't play our games in our own country, even home games. Financially, it is costing us because you will realize that if we were playing in our own ground, the financial expenses will be minimized. You will realize that the amount of money that we'll be spending on traveling to those countries to play our home matches, if those monies were with us and spent judiciously, it would benefit the Gambian sporting fraternity. And this is an area I think the Football Federation needs to work on because sports is expensive, we all know that. But with the little resources that they are having, they need to manage it properly and use it in the right place. Else, we will continue to have challenges. You look at right now in the World Cup qualifiers, the boys they registered 2 victories in a row, and all those matches were played outside. How about if Gambia was fortunate to play home, having the fans behind them, giving them that support? You turn back, you see your family member sitting watching at you. You will do all what it takes in order to win that match. But with all that, boys will go outside and represent us well. So the federation also need to represent us well.
And definitely, it's on the lips of everybody about the infrastructure. I think it's very important. We wonder, yes, we have talent, we have players, but where it plays matters much and ground. Finally, Lamin, we finally come to the end of this wonderful sports program. What's the final from?
Thank you so very much, Sam. And you are also someone that people will be proud of because you always encourage the young ones. I remember coming to West Coast, and you people also open your arms, allowing me into the West Coast media team, giving me the opportunity to be going around within the length and breadth of this region, covering matches when it comes to the zonal. This is something that I also appreciate and hope to also work collectively with colleagues in order to make sure grassroots football is promoted. This is what we have. We also like to thank viewers for also giving us support at all time, because without them, our sitting here will not be important. So we're saying thanks to all the viewers, and thanks to your people also behind the camera for also making sure that people out there are able to get the footage of what is already transpiring here at Atlantic TV. Kudos to you, Sam, once again.
Thank you very much, Lamin. It's been a great program, and I'm so glad that I have you right here.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, wonderful viewers. That does it for this section of Sports 360 Light on Atlantic TV, the home of TV Reveler. Big thanks to my special cameraman, favorite for that matter, Edward Nohabaji, and the studio engineer and the head of the TV called Matad. On that note, viewers out there, we'll be back with more sport program for you. Keep on sporting.